There's no other word to capture that feeling than love. That is love at a level that few of us will ever understand. And that love is so deep that a lot of them have failed marriages because when their wives say to them, it's either me or your fellow SEALs, they choose their fellow SEALs. That's love. That's love. And even in my world, like you and I have colleagues and coworkers. In the military, they have brothers and sisters. Those relationships are real. And I remember the first time a friend of mine in uniform called me brother. We're on the phone, and he said, "Hey, brother." It was the first time he called me brother, and I felt it. That you don't use that term loosely. It's not just a generic term of endearment. You earn to be called brother or sister. Mm-hmm. And I remember when he called me brother that it meant something. And this friend of mine, he's still active duty. He's a combat hero. He's risked his life. He's put himself in harm's way. He's saved the lives of people. He's an absolute warrior, right? He is by any definition a frickin' badass fucking warrior, right? And he was the first man who said to me, "I love you." We got off the phone. He goes, we just saying goodbye to each other. We had a nice long conversation. We got off the phone. He goes, "I love you." He didn't say, "Love ya." He didn't say, "Love you." He said, "I love you." That's real. And we hedge because we're afraid of our emotions. We're afraid of expressing ourselves to each other. We say things like that. We say, "Love ya," even "love you." Say those 3 words to somebody. They are excruciatingly difficult unless you actually mean it. I love you. And it was so powerful that now every time he and I talk, and we talk politics and we talk global stuff and we talk leadership, we have, and then at the end of our calls, I'll say, "All right, I'll talk to you real soon. I love you." He goes, "I love you too." That's how we end our phone calls. And I started experimenting. I started saying those words to especially the men in my life that I love and care about desperately, my male friends. It's easier to say to a woman, there's less of a stigma, right? And some of my guy friends who are, if you met them, you would describe them as not very warm. You would describe them as distant or cold or guarded. And they are.